going, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher, 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 higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Boom, boom, can you feel the flame? Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? Don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, higher, higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher, 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 higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late-season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Anthony Barr. He's the one that runs him down, and my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now he tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Trying to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson. But Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him. Upright with some power.
They go back to Murray on first down. Murray, strong running. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And got his man complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. That's caught by Meredith, right side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. This is Howard on second down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Shelling through the defense. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And Brenza's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Here we go now. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Here we go. Detroit.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Detroit!
On play action, now Garoppolo. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fights through, and now a crease. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it. Loving it.
That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. Now, Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Back down in that belly. Here we go. Gone. Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go!
On first down, Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back down to that belly. Here we go. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Good. Here we go now. Back down to that belly. Here we go. Detroit. Over.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go. Green. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On first down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go now.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like that about Trubisky. Has him calm in the pocket, some good presence despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career and an entirely different style of offense. When we played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. Third down here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Brenza's kick is good. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go! 3-19!
Third quarter starts with a run by Jeremy Langford. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Leopard! All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
from the gun. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Watch it now. Set. Blue, landing. Detroit. Detroit.
Garoppolo on first down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Going with a screen for Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Langford on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
No, let's go. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty. Watch it now. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Check.
Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Willie Young able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Nicholas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Slot man moves right. They try again with Cohen. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Glennon. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Trubisky. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Green, 39.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
That was second down run for Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Leopard.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Now White lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch it now, Marty. Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit.
Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now. Watch it now, Marty.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Now Cook running right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.